Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Trivia. Thanks for joining us. We'll start in about 15 minutes here. Wanted to get the stream up a little bit early, so you got plenty of time. In order to participate, you need to go to the website kahoot.it, as shown at the top of the screen there, and then use the game pin 9894786. If you want a chance at at winning the moons, you need to join with your Reddit username, or at least as much as you can throw in there. I'm going to keep wrangling some others in, but be available in the YouTube chat to help people if people have questions. You will need to have a constant view of the live stream. That's where the questions come in. You will only use your phone or other website tab or whatever you're using to join Kahoot in order to answer. So you will always need to maintain a view of the live stream. Hopefully a lot of people had an extra long weekend, which will be nice. 1 or 2 extra days off for many people. So congrats if you get the time off, or otherwise just taking time off. Or maybe you're just crypto traders 24/7, who knows? In which case, I'm sorry, you are on the clock probably 24/7 because markets never close. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Major Tennis, Mirzal, Deniek, Denijus, Emassive, Vendrico00, Good as Helix, Goncalo 899. Welcome, everybody. I wonder if this is a better time for more people or not. I mean, it's a Saturday, so there's potential for more flexibility, but also people usually use that to do something else with their lives instead of joining me for trivia. You got 200 moons from commenting on the daily. I mean, a pretty prolific commenter then. Ratio's been about 0.4 moon per upvotes last 1 or 2 weeks, or 1 to 2 months, sorry. If you have not checked it out already, on this channel, there is a What Are Cryptocurrency Moons video that I encourage you to watch and leave feedback. What's the next ratio? We don't know yet, Martin. It'll be determined once they calculate how much karma has been earned. We don't know how much has been earned yet. You can calculate what the distribution will be, and then you can try and guess how much karma people have earned in order to figure it out, but we don't really know. .3 isn't pretty unrealistic, I would say. It's been, what, 0.4 last time, and the time before was about 0.5. So, yep, same person. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. Plenty of time to join still. Plenty of time. You're in the early office hours of trivia. I'm not going to give any hints, though, about what's going to be in it. A lot of people saying they have nothing better to do. Well, great. It's great. Apparently, I don't either. That's why I'm doing this, you know. I am doing a Monero meet after this in like an hour, so I have had a pretty busy morning. Get your friends and family to play. I wish. They sometimes do actually pop in. Make sure you're joining in with your Reddit username if you want a chance to win. The rewards, I believe, yeah, it's 500, 250, and 100. Martin's asking if it's easy to win. You have a much better chance if you're following recent cryptocurrency news, but you know, it's supposed to be a good mix of cryptocurrency news so that people who already know a lot will have to keep learning, and it's also filled with some technical things that you would know only by spending a lot of time learning about some of the technicals. So I do not design these such that someone should know every answer. It's very uncommon for everyone to get every single question correct. Only one winner. No, there are 3 people on the podium. Each of the top 3 receive moons. Of course, whoever's on the top of the podium receives the most moons. 500. Second place, 250. Third, 100, I believe. Gonna guess in every single one of them. I mean, theoretically, that's, you know, for multiple choice, that's 25% chance of getting it right. So, total 10 questions, I believe. You know, 9 of which of those are multiple choice. Good luck to you. Good luck. Last time was 350. I don't think it ever was 350 first place. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it always has been at least 500 for first place. And in many cases, the other moderator who often pays it out often doesn't like look that closely at what we're saying is the payouts. So I think last time we said we're giving away 850, and it was supposed to be, I think, 500, 250, and 100. And then I think he gave away 500, 300, 200 or something like that. It was different than what was expected. Oh, well, Ivan, if you got only 350 for first place next time, you're supposed to get 500. So comment, you know, ping the Jay Winterm guy and tell him, hey, excuse me, we're supposed to be 500, and he'll just send you the 150. Googling, well, so Martin, we acknowledge that there's no way for me to come beat you up if you Google. There's no way for me to know that you do. But the problem is you get more points by answering quickly. And people are pretty good at answering quickly because this is a cryptocurrency trivia for CryptoCurrency subreddit. I was going to call them losers, but let's just say very dedicated individuals. So you will certainly not win if you're trying to Google. How about that? That's your loss. You might do better than last place, but then again, you're not going to come anywhere close to the podium if you have to look everything up because everyone else will be able to know the right answer without doing so, and so they're going to get more points. When does it start? We're going to start in about 10 minutes. You're all winners. You're all winners because you all get to have a fun time. See, that's how it goes. That's how it be. Yep, a lot of people are putting 2 and 2 together with my voice and face. Wow, shocker. So what you do, Replicant7, in order to join is you go to kahoot.it, as shown at the top of the screen there, and join with the game pin 9894786. Use your Reddit username as your, in-game username. You don't need to change it on YouTube or anything. You actually don't even need to join in YouTube chat if you don't want to. But you will need to, retain a view of the live stream as you're going along. So you'll need the live stream in one part, and then the second part is you'll either need a different tab or your phone or something in order to answer. Any bomb news coming on Moons? I'm not sure if bomb is a token or what, or just the emphasis at that point. Any 4 letters, I assume, is basically its own token at this point. the Reddit admins are the ones who work on the Moon token, not the cryptocurrency moderators. So we really don't have any inside information to share. I'm sure bomb is a token. I mean, it's the fact that it's a word and it's 4 letters means that it probably is a token. You mean good news? I'm sure good is also a token. I would bet $1,000 1-to-1 that it would, you know, good is a token for something. We only have 18 people in the game so far. That's not a great number. I mean, we have 25 people that are watching right now, according to YouTube, so make sure to hop in. Since we're getting closer, just again, recap the rules. This quiz in particular has 9 multiple choice questions, 1 drag to a range question. The last question is worth double points. Some people asking me some actual questions here that are distracting from me telling the rules. Sorry. Let me get through the rules first. So, yeah, most of them are multiple choice. There are 9 multiple choice questions, each worth 1,000 points at most. You get all 1,000 points if you somehow answer instantly with the correct answer, but if you take longer, you will get closer to, I believe, 500, so about half points if you answer at the very tail end there. You get more points by answering multiple correct in a row, I believe, and you obviously need to get the answer correct in order to do it. So answer correctly and quickly. Moon's ATH $3. There was really no liquidity at $3, I imagine. Yeah. There really hasn't been much liquidity over, I don't know, 15 cents at any point in time, maybe 20 cents. I mean, and I'm being broad, like if you could reasonably sell like $1,000 or whatever. So inside info, update on the cryptocurrency merch store. So I would say it is far more delayed than I'm hoping for, but yes, the intent very much is still to have a cryptocurrency merch store where, to be clear, us moderators will not actually get any of the direct pushback or kickback or whatever that's called. It would be in terms of Moon repurchases. We've actually had some discussions. Originally, the idea was that the merchants that we'd work with would purchase and then burn the cryptocurrency Moons. But the new prevailing idea is that it would instead go to the community fund, which, yes, us Redditors do, or sorry, us subreddit moderators do have, you know, custody and control over. But then we'd be able to use it for like community giveaways and the like. Like we could, I don't know, pay for trivia like this and other things like that. So we're still making that decision, but, you know, ultimately, yes, you can still enter Smile and Explore. Yeah, ultimately, the merch store is very much something that is top of interest for me. Stop the counts. No, this is your last chance to get in, though. 23 people in game, 27 people watching. Welcome, everyone who's joining us. Sorry if I haven't gotten to your names yet. We have a few names, like, I'm just going to guess is... It's either no homo or no hate mate or whatever. I don't know. Lomasar. Welcome, everybody. Yes, pop in. Instructions at the top of the screen. We're going to start here in like a minute, so get going. 33 people watching right now. 28 in game. Lots of last-minute turnout. That's great. Again, 9 multiple choice questions, 1 arranged question that is worth double points. So it really is anybody's game until the very end. All right, well, I'm going to get started here. Let us go. Boom. People can still join later, but they won't have the opportunity to answer all the questions. Trivia for today's date. 3, 2, 1. Question 1. What is the name of a nonprofit that offers scholarships for undergraduate students interested in cryptocurrencies? Is it Pineapple Fund, Coinbase Earn, Magic, or the IRS? Again, always choose the best answer. Let me check. There is a delay, so get your answers in well before it says you have time to on the screen. I'm seeing about a 5-second delay on my end, so you certainly have, 5-ish fewer seconds to answer. 5-6 seconds. This is the first one. You've missed 0 so far. All right, now I want to admit that this is very much a bit of a shill question for me. So I am on the board of Magic, but we do give away cryptocurrency scholarships. There are actually 2 subreddit moderators on this board. So if you are an undergraduate student, I thought it would be better to include this as a question. If you're a U.S. undergraduate student and you are interested in cryptocurrencies, which I assume you are if you're here, then please apply. Please apply. We're giving away $6,000 this school year. So do apply for those scholarships. And yes, I am biased for including this question, but you all can complain about it in the cryptocurrency meta subreddit. All right, let's see who got this one correct. I did post about it in the cryptocurrency subreddit for what it's worth. Goncalo899, you answered quickest and correct, so good for you. If your Reddit name is slightly incorrect or something, we can figure it out after. If it's, we're not idiots, we can figure it out. Naguthiel, welcome back. Kawalele, Trayfen99, Jason Luxton, congrats all of you for being on the leaderboard. You put Coinbase Earn. So Coinbase Earn certainly helps a lot of undergraduate students get some free money, perhaps, but I don't think we can call it a scholarship. It is kind of funny that people put Coinbase Earn, though. Yeah, that was my pretty funny one I wanted to add on purpose. Anyway, we shall proceed. And I also want to stress Pineapple Fund is a real charity that has donated, I believe, about $55 million. But to my best understanding, they do not have a scholarship fund. They may fund another organization that may indirectly do that. But CoinMarketCap Earn or something like that is definitely a thing. But question 2, who is the new acting director of FinCEN? Is it Michael Mosier, Kenneth Blanco, Janet Yellen, or Andrea Gacki? Let's see how many of you know this one. This is very much a news question. See what I mean about these questions being somewhat news? You have to be like a little bit into the weeds for some of these questions. You need to reward people who are very, very into it. Michael Mosier is the correct answer here. Kenneth Blanco is the individual who just resigned from this position. So if you chose him, that would have been correct if this is a week ago or 2 or whatever days ago. So the game pin you can see in the lower right-hand corner is 9894786. Andrea Gacki, she is an individual who actually is, I believe, the director of OFAC or some similar position for OFAC. Janet Yellen, of course, is Treasury. So all these people are real names and somewhat related, but Michael Mosier is the new acting director of FinCEN. That's the correct answer. 9 of you got that one correct. 2 of you got both questions correct so far. Everblack, who's now at the top, and Goncalo899. Snows worked their way up by answering that one correctly and pretty quickly. And R3310 is working their way up too, 856. All right, question 3. The operator of what website pled guilty to laundering $8.4 million in Bitcoin darknet market kickbacks? Is it Bleeping Security, Deep.Web, the Darknet Bible, or Dark.Fail? Again, always choose the best answer here. I also want to note that I had it open for people to submit questions ahead of time, and I didn't choose as many as I often do. A lot of the questions were not exactly the type of questions I wanted to use. For example, what did Elon Musk tweet about? Like, I mean, we probably all know at this point. It's not, in my opinion, a fantastic question anymore. Deep.Web, however, is the correct answer here. 13 of you got that one correct. It's not Bleeping Security, which is a real cybersecurity news reporting website. The Darknet Bible, which at least I've heard is like some walkthrough of things. I don't really know. Dark.phil is a different site. Deep.web is the best answer here. 0 for 3, Martin. Sorry about that, Martin. You'll get a next one eventually, I assume. Not all of these are as difficult as these. But you can see some people, Everblack has gotten 3 questions correct. This is the only individual, I believe, who's gotten all 3 correct. Snows has gotten 2, the last 2. Naguthio, the last 2 correct. Trayfen99 working their way up. Excellent you. Everblack also has the highest answer streak of 3, I guess, as I just mentioned. All right, let's keep going. Question 4. What date is Coinbase expected to go public? Is it April 14th, May 30th, June 1st, or July 10th? Again, you get more points if you get those answers in ASAP. You actually get far more points. So if you know the answer, get it in. A lot of people knew this one, so I hope. Okay, Martin, are you still 0 for 4, or are you 1 for 4 now? Because most people knew it was April 14th. In fact, only 3 people didn't. So I really. Oh, you got your first correct one. Well, congratulations on your first correct one there. I'm sure other people are in the same boat as you. Let's see if the leaderboard changes at all based off the speed. Oh, clearly it did. Wow, Everblack, still at the top of the leaderboard. That's not surprising at all. But Excellent You, SGTTS04, Shops, Goncalo899. 3 players now have an answer streak of 3, so congrats to them. Other people with 1 out of 4. Congrats to you all with 1 out of 4. Question 5. PayPal announced users can soon spend their crypto at merchants globally, which is not a limitation of PayPal crypto. You cannot deposit cryptocurrencies, you cannot withdraw cryptocurrencies, you do not hold your private keys, or only select PayPal merchants will support it. What is the best answer here? Sorry for the perhaps double negatives on some of these. You need to make sure to read carefully. I don't usually spend too much time putting these together, but maybe in the future I'll try to avoid the double negative. Okay, there's a bit of a surprising split here. But yeah, the correct answer is green square. Only select PayPal merchants will support it. In fact, they do want to roll it out to all the merchants that currently support PayPal, because honestly, from the merchant's perspective, it still settles on PayPal's back end. You don't care. You don't care what magic internet money someone else is spending on the other end. Ridiculous question. Read carefully. Read carefully. Yeah, you cannot deposit or withdraw cryptocurrencies with PayPal. You can only deposit or withdraw fiat from your bank account and then do a conversion. And you certainly don't hold your private keys. You can't take them off. It's money you can't withdraw. You're crying now. Sorry I ruined your life, Mr. Tino, but I'm sure that you will make it up at some point. PayPal Moon transaction when? It would be pretty, imagine explaining to people that you have to, like, oh yes, I'm earning money on cryptocurrency subreddit moons that I'm then spending at merchants. The problem with that, though, is that you'd have to have some, like, official link to Reddit or something, because PayPal wouldn't allow you to just deposit your moons, so that wouldn't be likely possible, at least with the current type of system they've built up. But PayPal is certainly making some pretty heavy crypto plays at the moment. Everblack still at the top of the leaderboard. Shops there, right behind Goncalo899. No hate mate, no homo, whatever it is. TIIC. Congrats to you all. We shall keep going. Question 6. Which of the following is true about automated market makers, or AMMs? Is it they use liquidity pools instead of an order book, they remove all trading counterparties, they are only available on Ethereum, or they remove market volatility? What is the best answer here? Yeah, don't get timed out. There's a delay. There's a delay in the live stream. Don't get timed out. All right, best answer here is they use liquidity pools instead of an order book. They do not have a traditional maker-taker model. Instead, someone shows up, provides liquidity to 2 pools they want to provide a market in equal amounts, and they, people arbitrage trade it. So that is the best answer here. I mean, if you selected they remove all trading counterparties, that's certainly not like the best answer, I feel, at least. I mean, you could theoretically argue, oh, I'm trading against the smart contract instead, bro. I'm not trading against another counterparty directly. But, like, honestly, this is not the best answer when this one's available. This is, in my opinion, red is clearly the best answer here. Yeah. I actually think automated market makers are actually pretty cool, personally. All right, leaderboard changes quite a bit. Some people drop. TIIC is the top. SGGTS04 is in third. Shops says, I believe, fallen a little bit there. Good as Helix working their way onto the leaderboard. 4 players have gotten the last 3 correct, so great for you all. Next question, 7. Which company gave away $200,000 in Bitcoin and food on April 1st? Was it Taco Bell, Chipotle, Burger King, or Arby's? I'm realizing I should probably do these later in the day. It's not that I'm not awake. I don't know, I'm more vibrant or whatever at the end of the day, I think. Let me know if that goes through. I don't know. I feel like I'm able to have a more fun time when it's late in the day. Chipotle, that is the best answer here. I believe it was 200,000. That was in the... I copied this, I think, straight from their press release. So if they deviated from their press release, I mean... I don't know. It's possible, but it would be weird. Chipotle is the best answer here. Certainly the other ones are not better answers, even if it was slightly off or whatever. Chipotle is the best answer here. Where is it that you don't have Chipotle? They have Chipotle most places, even if it's not super common. Maybe I shouldn't be proud to say this, but I was at a Chipotle in Paris, for example, right? Like, they're all over the place. Obviously, mostly US-based, but... India. Yeah, I don't know about India. UK. I mean, Paris, UK, same thing. It's just a short train ride away. Yeah, they were there back in 2017. Or maybe earlier. I don't know, but that's when I had it. All right. Let's see the leaderboard here. Still, oh, I think Everblack did not get that one correct, so that narrows the gap considerably between them and everyone else. SGGTS04 second, Shops third, Good as Helix fourth, Excellent You. Really, it looks like it could be anybody's game. Remember, the last question is worth 2,000 points, so it really is anybody's game, and there's 3 questions left, so it's quite a few. I mean, there's plenty of time to shake up this leaderboard. All right, let's keep going. Question 8. Which ERC standard supports both fungible and non-fungible tokens? Is it ERC 20, ERC 165, ERC 721, or ERC 1155? Here comes those more technical questions. I wonder how many people know this one. Will be interesting to see. All right. A lot of people didn't know this one. That's okay. That's okay. ERC 20 is one most people hear of. That's a more fungible, like that's meant to support fungible tokens. ERC 165 is a completely irrelevant thing, or at least is irrelevant compared to the others. ERC 721 is exclusively meant for non-fungible tokens, whereas ERC 1155 is meant to support both fungible and non-fungible tokens. So for this question, 1155 is clearly the best answer, 10 of which you got that one correct. So let's see. Leaderboard here. Looks like No Hate Mate climbed to second place. This is really close here. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but this is a really close difference between everyone here who's in the top 5, and it might even continue further down. Only 300 points. That is decided by how quickly you answer a question. Certainly, if it's worth double points, especially. So we shall see what happens. This is really coming down to the wire. All right, question 9, which is the last multiple choice question in this quiz, and then there's one arrange as the 10th. So Last multiple choice, here we go. What does IPFS stand for? Is it the Interplanetary File System, the Internet Platform for Storage, the Interplatform Filing System, or the Integral Push Feed Services? This was a user-submitted question. So whoever submitted this knows what the answer is. Presumably other people too, but some Redditors submitted this one. If it's a good question, I will steal it. I'm more than happy to. Interplanetary File System is the correct answer here. Looks like a lot of people got this one correct. Yeah, it looks like the majority just by one vote. How do people know this stuff? Well, a lot of people have been around for a while and have a lot of time on their hands, or let's say they've made a lot of time for cryptocurrency, perhaps. This is the best answer here. Interplanetary File System. IPFS is used to host a lot of NFT stuff, recently especially. Although, of course, someone needs to maintain hosting. It doesn't mean that you put it there. It's there forever. Like, that's something you need to be careful of when you are, dealing with the network, because you might have incorrect assumptions about it. Okay, so let's check out the leaderboard going into the very last question. Oh, he fell off the top. No Hate Mates now at the top. Shops in second. SGTTSO 4. Excellent you. Lomasar, finally making your way up, Lomasar. I knew you were doing pretty well, but you're just now finally recognized. So, this last question is worth 2,000 points. Okay? 2,000 points. So if you answer right away, you get 2,000 points. Make sure that you read the question very, very carefully. Make sure that you arrange them properly. And make sure that you click submit, okay? You need to rearrange these in the correct order and submit, okay? And one of them will be very obvious about what order it needs to be in, okay? There are 4 choices, and I only had 3 that I wanted you to arrange. So one of them says very clearly to include it on the left. Include it on the left. Okay, it's not a trick question. Just put it over there and don't spend any extra time thinking about it. If you do spend extra time thinking about it, based off how closely these points are aligned, you're gonna lose, because someone will answer quicker than you. And again, you're going to arrange them based off the best arrangement in, the vast majority of circumstances or whatever. Okay, this is not meant to be a trick question, but you still need to know your stuff in order to answer it correctly. But yeah, clearly anybody's game here among the top 5 probably continues down a bit further also. It also says NJM204 is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Congrats, NJM204. Glad to see you're sticking with it. But here we go. Very last question here. It's the puzzle for double points. Less on left and greater on right, arranged by typical fungibility in practice. So the one, put me far left, not a trick question, put that one on the left. You also have to choose Monero, Bitcoin, and ERC721 by typical fungibility in practice. I wanted to make this quiz a lot more about fungibility than some of the previous ones. Again, that red one really needs to go on the far left. If someone submits the red one as not on the far left, that one's on you. Again, make sure they're in the correct order that you want them to be submitted in, and then click submit. 27 of you have put it in already. That's good. Only a few people left. It was random. Well, hopefully the red one wasn't random. Like I said, if the red one was random, that one's on you. Okay, 24% of people got them all in the correct order. The correct order is obviously the one I told you to put in the far left, then ERC721, which I just talked about as being exclusively non-fungible. So the 2 of those should have been pretty easy to put in the correct order. Then Bitcoin, then Monero. Monero is far more fungible in practice than Bitcoin. That's just the way it is. No matter who you argue with, it's just the way it is. All right, so let's see what 24% of you got this correct, and to see how that impacts the final scoring here. Here's the podium. In third place with 7 correct, SGTTSO4. Second place with also 7. Lomasar, you crept your way up. And in first place, also with 7, but just better order or whatever, No Hate Mate or No Homo or whatever this is. All right, Everblack. And Everblack made their way back up to 4th. And Mirza in 5th. Congrats to you both. I mean, you didn't place at the very end of the podium there, but, you know, it was close. So congrats to everyone. It shows me this report, apparently, about what's a difficult question. So most of you, for example, didn't get the first one or the 10th one or the second. So it tells me which ones are difficult. We actually get all this data to spy on you. Anyway, so by fungibility just means the interchangeability of the tokens. So like 1 bar of gold or 1 grain of rice is the same as any other grain of rice, but 1 piece of art is very different than another piece of art. So that's what fungibility is. Thanks everyone for playing. I hope everyone had fun. I appreciate someone said that they appreciate me giving an answer and explanation after the question is done. I will continue to do that to the best of my abilities for all of these. And yeah, I don't know when I'll see you next. Make sure to click the stupid bell or whatever for this YouTube thing. I hate being a YouTube shill, but you know, it is what it is. To be notified when we have these next, and we will be distributing soon the moons for the winners. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. We'll figure it out, but you'll get your moons. All right, congrats everyone. See you soon.